Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Happiness Handmade. My name is Lisa and I am a lover of all things crochet. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you are already subscribed, welcome back. I have a fun one for you guys today. So as many of you are fans of Michaels, the yarn store Michaels, and I have been seeing their new loops and threads crochet kits. They have a ton of new crochet kits. They've had them out for a while now, and I've kind of just bypassed them and gone to find the yarn that I need. But they have made me so curious. And so today I thought it would be really fun to open one up together and I will give my review on it. So I decided to get the Sloth Planter. So I'm going live on the Palm Street app on March 29th. Palm Street, I've talked about it before. Palm Street is a platform that allows you to sell your items. You can also go live and do a live show, if you will, and sell your items live, just like you would with Instagram Live or Facebook or YouTube Live. You could do a live on Palm Street. And so my next live is March 29th. And I thought it would be really fun to make this sweet little sloth planter. So the Palm Street app, there's a lot of plant people on there, which is so cool. Tons of folks who like and sell plants and gems and stones. They also sell snakes and lizards and geckos and stuff like that. So because it is a really strong plant community, I thought it would be really fun to make this sloth planter. So I'm going to make this, but simultaneously, I am going to let you guys know what the skinny is on these kits and whether or not they're worth it. And as always, get your whips, get your hooks, get your 5-0 fill, get your yarn, and let's get into it. Before I open up the kit, I just want to give you a quick rundown on things that have been happening over here at Happiness Handmade. I'm honestly not sure when I'm going to be posting this video. So I try to post my videos every Wednesday. So every week, one video a week, every Wednesday. And this is my first time trying to get a little bit ahead of my videos. So every video you have seen has been like real time, that day, that week, which is really, really fun. And I don't want to get too far away from that because I love giving you guys like real time info and real time access to, what I'm doing with my crochet business. But that's been really hard to keep up. So I'm actually filming this video 2 weeks early is my goal. So this is a little inside baseball. You do not need to hear this, but I'm just saying it out loud. I'm trying to get at least not too far, but maybe 2 weeks ahead on my YouTube videos. That would just give me a little bit of breathing room, which would be really nice. I love doing my videos and I love being here and, sharing my crochet journey with you guys, but it's getting a little bit harder to keep up. And I really want to stay consistent with the one video a week on Wednesdays. So all of that to say, I want to give you a quick update on what's happening right now in my crochet business. So I have a in-person market. It's going to be my first in-person market of 2025. I'm assuming that once I post this video, I will have already done my market. So I am also planning a big market prep and recap. I think I'm going to put it all in one video. So it's going to be my spring market video. We're going to talk about all the things that I did to prep, what I am bringing to the market, how I'm setting up my space. I'll show you videos of my little booth and what I have, and of course a recap on how it went, what sold, what didn't, and how much I made. So definitely stay tuned for that. It will be coming out very, very soon. Again, the in-person market is next week. So I need to get going. I have some inventory back here, which feels pretty good. But still, I need to get cranking. As you all know, in-person markets are a lot of work. So I need to get going, but definitely be on the lookout for that video. And then, like I said, I'm going to be going live on Palm Street on March 29th. I cannot wait. This is going to be my second live. If you're interested about learning more about Palm Street, definitely reach out to me, put a message in the comments, Instagram me, DM me on Instagram. I'm meeting so many amazing people from the plant community as well as the crochet community. It's a lot of fun. So let me know if you have any questions. So like I said, you get to meet a lot of, crocheters in the community. There's a lot of us that are starting to go over there and do our lives, and we're all trying to support each other. A lot of people are going live for the first time. So us as crocheters in the crochet community is amazing, as we all know. And so we're all trying to support everybody as they go live for their first time. And I had the chance to watch somebody's first live. Her name is Crafty Kate, and she is awesome. So, hey Kate, nice to see you. I hope you're able to watch this video. But I am so excited, you guys, because I got the prettiest sinker eyes, hand painted by Crafty Kate. Look at these. Oh my gosh, I got the big ones. They're 25 millimeter. So I really want like a big showstopper for my market. I want like a big boy. Like, I don't know, I maybe a dragon. I don't know what I'm going to make yet, but I know I want it to be big. So I needed some big eyes, and I really wanted to get on this painted eye trend because I feel like I'm behind. I haven't used painted eyes before, and I've never used eyes this big before. So Crafty Kate, she paints eyes. Look how gorgeous these are, you guys. This video does not even do them justice for how much they shine and sparkle. They are so pretty. I cannot wait to use them. But I got these during Crafty Kate's live on Palm Street. So thank you, Kate. I cannot wait to use them. She also provided the backs, of course. So I cannot wait to use these. So shout out to Crafty Kate. I love my eyes. They are perfect. The next thing I wanted to show you is, I've shown this to you guys before, but I want you to check out my shirt. It says, "Yarn is my love language." Oh my gosh, this shirt, it's not a shirt, it's a crew neck. It's super, super comfy. And if you like this style, you can get it on my Etsy. So I have a couple of different styles that I created that are all about yarn and crochet. And I made some crew necks. You can get all different colors. They're so comfortable. I love just like the black, but I also have this same style in blue with the white lettering. And again, it says, "Yarn is my love language." I'm normally a size medium, and I sized up to a large, and I'm really, really glad I did because it is just so comfy. The sleeves are long. It's long enough on the bottom. And it's just so comfy and fun. So if you want your Yarn is my love language crew neck as well, check out my Etsy. I'm running a deal right now on all of my merch. So everything is at a discount. So it's a good time to buy. So I'll link all that information in the description. I'll link Crafty Kate's information in the description as well. And definitely keep an eye out for my market prep and recap. It's all going to be in one video coming up here soon. All right, let's get into it. So like I said, I got the sloth planter. I'm so excited. I've never made a planter before. I have never used this loops and threads crochet kit before. And This is not in any way like affiliated with Michaels. I bought this on my own. I picked it up on my own. Michaels, there's nothing I'm getting from Michaels for doing this. I feel like that goes without saying because I don't have a huge following or anything, but I still have been interested in these kits and I really want to give you my honest, true opinion on what I think about them. So let's get it started. All right, so right off the bat, I think they have just really cute designs. So this is the crochet kit. They also have Chanel crochet kits that are for loveys, and I almost got a lovey. I was super, super close to getting a lovey. As you know, I love making loveys, snugglers. They're like one of my favorite things to make. But I saw this planter and I thought it would be so, so fun to make it. It looks pretty big in the picture. I'm very curious to see how big it actually is once I have it crocheted because I don't think the hook is very big. It looks like maybe, oh, well, here you go. It gives you the dimensions here too. So, okay, we're looking at about 11.5 inches by 9.25 inches by 4 inches. So it's actually a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. It shows you everything that it's going to provide you in the kit. So let's open it up. Also, it says my name is Sylvia. So this is Sylvia the Sloth, which is super, super cute. Okay, let's open it. Oh, okay, I ripped it open. Okay, so it comes with all of your yarn. So it looks like it's just like that worsted acrylic yarn, which I expected it to be. That's what it looks like in the picture, and that's what it looks like in the back. The Chanel Lovey patterns, I believe, do come with more of that softer Chanel yarn, which is one of the reasons why I almost did a Lovey kit, because I thought the yarn would be super soft. But again, I saw this planter and I thought it would be so, so cute. So it looks to be just like your typical worsted acrylic yarn, which is great to work with, easy to work with. And it also gives you a little bit of fiber fill. I hope this is enough for me to use. I don't overstuff my items. I do like them to be soft and squishy, but I certainly want them to hold their shape. So interested to see if this is enough fiber fill. And that's it. So I'm going to open up this bag now. Okay, so in the kit itself, it says that it's for an intermediate skill level. Knowledge of crochet is required. So that's helpful. If somebody is looking to get this kit who maybe has never crocheted before, Sylvia the Sloth might not be the first one that you want to open up and use. I think there are others that say like beginner level. So definitely just make sure you're checking on the, let's see if it's on the box. If it says if it's intermediate or, yeah, skill level. So perfect. It'll say on the back, it'll say the skill level. So if you're a beginner, definitely look for a beginner skill level. This Sylvia the Sloth is intermediate. And the instructions right off the bat look really good. Like they are clear. They make a lot of sense. They give you some like diagrams of how to yarn over, what a half double crochet is, what a double crochet is. And then, you know, really outline steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the assembly for the face. So I'm not too overwhelmed by looking at this. It gives you the yarn colors at the top and what their abbreviations are. So cool. I'm excited to get started. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to make. It looks like I have enough yarn. So what I've noticed with, I did a crochet kit. This was a long time ago. This is when I was starting to learn how to crochet. And I did a crochet kit. I won't mention the name or the one that I used, but I felt like, especially for a beginner, I like ran out of yarn so fast. Now, of course, as a beginner, like I'm sure my tension was off or I had to frog a lot, probably had like issues with like the magic ring or something and how to cut the yarn. So I can see how I would quickly run out of yarn being a beginner. but I would hope that they would give you enough yarn to kind of account for those mistakes or account for that learning. Now, with this being intermediate, I don't know if they're going to be that grace, give me that type of grace. But hopefully with the beginner boxes, they do. But we'll see. Looks like I have enough for the sloth. We have the brown for the eye detailing and white for the face. And they do give you a little nose for the Sylvia the Sloth, which is fun. And then for anyone who is familiar with crochet kits, they give you your standard plastic hook, which I will try to use. I will try to use while I'm making this. It's actually a very small hook size, so check that out. It's going to be small, 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 which is fine. That's cool. But it's like your standard plastic crochet hook, and it's your standard plastic darning needle, which I'm sure we all have. I'm trying to get it out of the bag now. I'm sure we all have your classic, like, plastic darning needle. The one that, there's nothing wrong with this, and there's nothing wrong with this hook. Okay, that's very nice that they give them to you. But if you're a beginner, these are pretty hard. I find these kind of hard to work with, these plastic crochet hooks. So if you're a beginner and you're really interested in learning crochet, it doesn't hurt to invest in some hooks that you like. Again, I don't have any affiliations or anything, but I will definitely link. I got this bag from Amazon with all different types of sizes of hooks. I love them. So I will link that in my description so you can check that out for yourself. But I do recommend, these are all right, but especially if you're starting off, I would go ahead and get a good crochet hook to start. You're only as good as your tools, right? So definitely want to make sure we have really good tools to, get us in a position to make things that we really enjoy, and we enjoy making them. All right, so it looks like I have everything. I'm gonna get started. I'll probably speed this up, or I'll come back and show you what I have finished. But definitely in the comments, let me know what you're working on too. Do you have any whips that you're working on? Spring is here. So do you have any spring markets, summer markets? We'd love to hear about it. So put it in the comments, and I'll be back in just a minute when I've got some of this going. All right, we are moving right along, guys. So the head is done. So it looks like I will be sewing the head onto the body. So it's looking good. When I'm working with this gray yarn, and it says that it's gray yarn, and it definitely looks gray in this picture here, but I feel like it has a little bit of a purple hue to it, which I love. Like, I love that it looks a little purpley as well. So it's definitely gray, especially in the natural light here, but I think in person it has a little bit of a purple hue to it as well, which is so fun. I think it's going to make the sloth, Sylvia the Sloth, even cuter. When I'm looking at the instructions, really well detailed, it's easy to understand. One thing I'm curious about though is that it has you do chain one joins for the rounds. So as you can see, like chain one, and then you join at the end. And I'm curious as to why they decided to do that, because when you're making a continuous round, when you do a chain join, it's going to add like a tiny little bump, like a tiny little ridge up your amigurumi or your 3D piece. And so typically when you're doing amigurumi, it's going to be a continuous piece. You don't want a little ridge or a little bump. You want it to be continuous. So a lot of times if you're writing patterns, or if you're using a pattern in amigurumi, it's going to say a continuous round. But in this case, they have you chain and join. So I started doing that, but I did not like the little ridge that it was creating on the side of my amigurumi piece. So I decided to forego the chain one joins and just do a continuous round. So I'm sorry that I'm not following the pattern exactly, but I am surprised that they are suggesting that you do the chain one join, just because I don't think for amigurumi it's not necessary. You can just do a continuous, go continuous through your rounds, like continue from round one, continue right on into round two, and that's going to avoid that little ridge or that little bump that you'll see in each round. So I'm foregoing that because I want it to be a continuous round. But other than that, the instructions are really clear. I did try using the hook that they gave us. I don't even know where it went. I couldn't do it, you guys. Like, it was tough. It was tough with that plastic hook. So for my own sanity, I went ahead and tried to find a comparable hook just based off of size. And the one that I think is working best is my 3mm. So it's small. I mean, it's a small hook size. Again, this is an intermediate pattern. If this was a beginner pattern, I think this would be pretty difficult to use this size hook. I personally, when I was starting, I loved using a 4 or a 5mm hook. Definitely use this worsted yarn, this worsted yarn. This worsted yarn. I really like this for beginners and working in beginner patterns because it's not going to pill. It's smaller. It's not super bulky like those blanket yarns are. But this is a pretty small hook to be working with. It's a 3mm. So I'm really enjoying the pattern so far. Just a couple things that I'm making note of as we go. So let's move on. Looks like we're moving on to the body and the legs and then the face. So let's keep going. Okay, so I just got the body done and the legs. So let me show you. Here is the body. This is a pretty good size, you guys. Like, I know they gave me the dimensions, but I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but I'm really liking this size so far. Here's where the head's gonna be, and then I got the little legs done too. I think this is gonna be really cute. So one thing that I really like is I thought the legs were gonna be 2D. Like, I thought they were just gonna be a flat piece, but they're actually a 3D piece, which I thought was so nice. Like, I think that makes it really more like sloth-like. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's looking really good. One thing that I was not happy to see is factory knot. I got a factory knot. Now, I don't know if there's going to be factory knots in every kit. I could have really just drew the short end of the stick there and got a factory knot in my kit, but that's okay. I definitely want to make sure I clean it up though, because with it being a planter, it's going to be like a planter holder. It's going to be open in here. All this is going to be seen. So I want to make sure that I clean up that factory knot as best as I can. So nick on the knot, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be in every kit. I probably just picked the one with the factory knot, but just so you know, those are out there. So beware. Okay, so head, body, legs. I'm just going to work on the face detailing next. So we have a little bit of the white in the face and the brown, and then I'm going to put it all together. So I'm going to take a little break, hang out with my family. The weather is so beautiful, so we'll probably go outside, go on a little walk, and then I will get back to it, and then I will show you the finished Sylvia the Sloth planter. I'm so excited. See you soon. Okay, I am all done with my Sylvia Sloth. The sun is starting to set. This has been a whole day of crocheting and hanging out with the family and filming this YouTube video, but we are done. But before I show you the end result, I have some really, really exciting news. I am going live with my first ever pattern at the end of this month. I'm going live with my first pattern. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know all about it. I've already put out the tester call by this point, and by this point, I'm sure that the tester call is already going to be closed. So I'm so sorry if you didn't get a chance to test, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, first you need to definitely go over to Instagram and follow me on Instagram. But if you don't, that's okay. If you don't have Instagram, I'm going to show you here for the very first time. I am showing you my popsicle pattern. This is my very own, my very first crochet pattern. I'm so excited to reveal it to the world. I have been working on it for so long, and I think it's going to be so great for any late spring and summer markets that you have coming up. It's a pretty quick workup, very low sew. The only thing that you're sewing on is the snout. And then of course you're using some embroidery work for the snout, but everything else, the ears, the stick, into the body, it is all crocheted. I even have a little tail, which is optional. I know not everyone loves tails, so I did make it an optional tail, but this is my popsicle, you guys. And if that is not enough, I also have modifications for both a catsicle and a bunsicle mod. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, so same thing with these, very low sew. I do have you sew on the ears and the snout for the bun, and the ears and the snout for the catsicle as well. And then of course some embroidery for the face. But after that, it is all crochet. It is again, a quick workup. It is so fun to make. Imagine you can do like all different types of colors and styles. And then I think one of my favorite things about all three of these patterns is this sweet fluffy tail. Oh my gosh, you have to have a fluffy tail for a bun. So I'm so excited. You guys, my pattern is going to be releasing very soon. Once it releases, I will definitely put the description, or I'll put the link to my Etsy listing in the description so you can check it out. I'll also be chatting about this more on my Palm Street Live on March 29th. My goal, honestly, is to have it go live that day so I can start selling it at the very beginning on my Palm Street Live for the very first time. But we'll see. As I'm filming this, it is going to be in the tester's hands. Hopefully the test goes well and then I can release it to the world. But here's my popsicle pattern with my bun and my catsicle mods. I hope you love them. If you end up getting this pattern, please, please message me, ping me, send me pictures. If you use it in your markets, let me know. I would love to see what popsicles and bunsicles and catsicles you made. Okay, thank you for letting me show you my pattern. And now let's do the big Sylvia reveal. Here she is, sweet, sweet Sylvia. Oh my gosh, I really like how it turned out. I think it turned out really, really nice. She's a lot bigger than I thought she would be. I don't know why, like, obviously, again, it gives you the dimensions, and I just wasn't expecting it to be, like, this picture makes it look pretty big. And so I just was like, I don't know if it's going to be that big, but she's not that bad of a size. Ah, it's so cute. So I have the strings here to hang the plant. I love that it's worsted yarn because it's fully functional. You can really put a planter in here, and it's stretchy. So if there's like a larger planter or a smaller one, it could work. And then here's sweet Sylvia's face. Oh my gosh. Now, the pictures and the instructions have some eyelashes in her face, but I didn't feel like I had really enough space to do that. Let me put her this way. I felt like I didn't have enough space to do that, so I did her eyes a little bit differently, just so I could have them the way that I wanted them to be, the way that they would look good. I'm sure it would work. I'm sure the lashes would still work with the way that the pattern did. It's just for me, I didn't feel like I had enough space, so I just went ahead and gave her eyes that are closed. If you decide to do this, this kit and this pattern, definitely let me know. Send me pictures. I would love to see how your Sylvia turned out. But I'm really happy with it. It's so cute. It's so fun. I think it would look so cute with a planter in there. Okay, so my final review of the Loops and Threads crochet kit of Sylvia. I really enjoyed doing it. I thought it was really fun. It did have enough material, so I'm always a little bit worried about, how much yarn is going to be left over. And here is all the yarn that was left over. So that's not bad. That is not bad for a kit. I feel like, obviously, I couldn't make another Sylvia out of this, but if I wanted to, I could probably use this brown yarn and do the same face shape and everything, because I have enough brown yarn left, which is pretty awesome. Good amount of the gray left. And then I don't know why I even said that I was afraid we weren't gonna have enough fill. Of course, they always stuff it so well in that packaging, and it puffed up right when I opened it. And so this is how much fill I have left over. And you guys, I wish you could feel how soft this is. So I use polyfill, love polyfill. I have a massive 10-pound box upstairs right now where I crochet because I'm making some things for my market. And I love that fiber fill. It's perfect. This, I want to know where Loops and Threads got this fiber fill, because it is so soft. It is so nice. I love it so much. So I'm gonna do a little research and see if I can figure out if this is a particular brand or if this is just for Loops and Threads. I don't know, but I would love to find out what this fiber fill is, because it is so soft. So the materials, definitely enough. As far as the tools that it gave you, so remember, it gave us a plastic crochet hook and a plastic darning needle. And you guys, I had to pivot quickly to my own hook. I could not do the plastic hook. It looks like the hook itself is a 3mm hook. So that is what I used to make my Sylvia. The plastic one just was not cutting it for me today, guys. I'm sorry. I had to get my own tools. So not great on the crochet, but I will say, I feel like a lot of crochet kits have that plastic hook and that plastic darning needle. So it's not really a knock on this kit in particular. It's just something that you got to deal with when you're doing a kit. I feel like they all have kind of the same hook that they give you. I thought the instructions were great. They were really well laid out, made a lot of sense. They give you some diagrams for some of the most common stitches that you use for this pattern. It has it all laid out. It lets you know the yarn colors, the abbreviations. I think the instructions were really well laid out. The only thing is the chaining and the joining for all of the rounds. I did not do that either. I did not do that because I didn't want to have that little bump on the back of my Sylvia. I wanted her to be round and smooth and work in continuous rounds. So I think that would probably be my biggest hang up of this kit, is the chaining and the joining. I don't know why they did that. It's not necessary. So that would probably be my biggest thing. After that, I really, really liked the instructions. There was enough materials. The materials were good. The tools were but that's kind of what you expect for a kit. And the cuteness factor, you guys. This is so, so cute. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this for my Palm Street Live. I'm going live on March 29th. So again, like I said, a lot of plant people, and a lot of crochet people too. So I think it'll be so fun to introduce Sylvia to that group. So if you want to see her again, or if you'd like to see what Palm Street is all about, definitely bookmark my live. I'll have the link in my description. Check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of times it's other crocheters just supporting other crocheters when they go live. So it ends up being a little bit like a crochet and chat. Of course, the person going live is trying to sell their items, but you know, you can still ask crochet questions, yarn questions. It's so fun. So hopefully I will see you at my live on March 29th and you'll get to see Sylvia and see if she sells. Okay, you guys, that is gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do hit that bell so you get notifications for when my new videos are coming out. Again, like I said, I try to post a new video every week. I had so much fun with you guys. See you later.